On January 9, 2007, a revolutionary product was unveiled to the world that would forever alter the course of technology and consumer culture. Apple, a company already known for its innovation in personal computing and digital music, introduced something unlike anything the world had ever seen before. That day, Steve Jobs stood on stage at Macworld and announced the iPhone. A single device that combined a phone, an iPod, and an internet communicator. Today, let's dive into the incredible success story of the iPhone. The iPhone's journey starts not in 2007, but years before that, with one of the most visionary minds of the tech industry, Steve Jobs. Apple had already revolutionized personal computing with the Macintosh and transformed music consumption with the iPod. But Steve Jobs had a bigger dream in mind. He wanted to reimagine the way we interact with technology on a daily basis. In the early 2000s, the mobile phone market was dominated by companies like Nokia, Motorola, and BlackBerry. Phones were bulky, limited, and reliant on physical buttons. Jobs wasn't interested in following the trends of the time. He wanted to create a device that was not only functional but also magical. Apple had already created devices with touch interfaces, like the iPod, but Jobs realized that touch technology could be applied to a new category, mobile phones. He envisioned a smartphone that had no physical keyboard, a full touchscreen interface, and an elegant, minimalist design. His ambition wasn't just about creating a phone. It was about creating a device that could change the way we communicate, work, and entertain ourselves, an all-in-one device that would put the internet, music. Fast forward to January 9, 2007, at the Macworld Conference and Expo. Steve Jobs took the stage and introduced a groundbreaking new product. Today, Apple is going to reinvent the phone, he boldly announced. The iPhone was revealed to the world, a sleek, elegant device that combined a phone, a digital music player, and a portable internet device, all in one. What made the iPhone revolutionary wasn't just the technology but the way it looked and functioned. The iPhone had no physical buttons, just a beautiful glass touchscreen. It allowed users to interact with the device in a completely new way, using only their fingers, whether for scrolling, tapping, or pinching to zoom. At first glance, the iPhone didn't look like a phone at all. It was a pocket-sized computer. Inside, it packed groundbreaking hardware, a 3.5-inch display, a 2-megapixel camera, and an operating system that was intuitive, sleek, and simple to navigate. But what truly set the iPhone apart was the software, the iOS operating system, which would become the foundation for everything that followed. The first iPhone, launched in 2007, had no 3G support, no GPS, and no front-facing camera, all features that would become standard in later models. The device also lacked third-party apps, which would eventually become one of its most defining characteristics. At launch, the iPhone was only available in the United States through AT&T, an exclusive partnership that limited its availability. Critics questioned whether the iPhone could succeed in the face of competition from well-established companies like BlackBerry, Nokia, and Motorola, whose devices were known for their keyboards, email capabilities, and business-oriented features. But despite the critics, the iPhone was a hit. Within its first year, Apple sold over 6 million units. Consumers flocked to the device, drawn by its design and revolutionary interface. But the real game-changer came in 2008, when Apple released the iPhone 3G. In 2008, Apple introduced the iPhone 3G, a faster, more powerful device that supported 3G data speeds and GPS. But the biggest innovation wasn't just the hardware, it was the introduction of the App Store. With the App Store, Apple opened the door to a completely new ecosystem of mobile apps, giving third-party developers the ability to create and distribute apps directly to iPhone users. Suddenly, your iPhone wasn't just a phone, it was a gateway to a world of entertainment, productivity, social media, and games. Apps like Facebook, Twitter, and Google Maps were instantly accessible, and developers saw the iPhone as a golden opportunity. Within the first year of the App Store's launch, over 1 billion apps were downloaded. As Apple moved into the 2010s, the iPhone evolved with groundbreaking updates. The iPhone 4, released in 2010, was a major leap forward. for the first time, Apple introduced the Retina display, offering a screen resolution so sharp that individual pixels were virtually indistinguishable to the human eye. Additionally, the iPhone 4 introduced the front-facing camera, making video calling via FaceTime a reality. This was a pivotal moment. FaceTime would go on to become one of the most used video communication tools in the world. The design of the iPhone 4 also set a new standard, a slim, elegant glass body with stainless steel edges, which made it feel like a premium device. By 2012, Apple had sold over 250 million iPhones globally, and the device was no longer just a technological breakthrough, it had become a cultural icon. The iPhone's impact was felt everywhere, from the way people communicated to how businesses operated. In the years that followed, Apple's iPhone continued to evolve and dominate the smartphone market. The iPhone 5, released in 2012, introduced a larger screen and faster performance, while the iPhone 6 and 6 Plus in 2014 introduced a bigger screen size, signaling a shift towards phablets. Apple's attention to design, build quality, and user experience was unmatched, making the iPhone the device of choice for millions around the world. The iPhone integrated seamlessly with the iPad, Mac, Apple Watch, and services like iCloud, iTunes, and later Apple Music, creating a holistic user experience that was unparalleled in the tech world. As of 2025, the iPhone is a cultural institution. With each new release, Apple continues to push the boundaries of mobile technology. The iPhone X, released in 2017, introduced Face ID, eliminating the need for a fingerprint scanner and pushing forward the use of facial recognition. In 2020, Apple introduced the iPhone 12 with 5G capabilities, enhancing speed and connectivity. One of the most significant advancements in recent years has been Apple's focus on privacy. The iPhone has become a leader in data protection, offering features like privacy labels on apps, privacy-enhanced location services, and the app tracking transparency feature, which gives users more control over how their data is used. With the release of the iPhone 14 and 15, Apple continues to innovate, offering incredible camera technology, cinematic video features, and the new A-series chips that make the iPhone one of the most powerful mobile devices ever created. The iPhone also played a pivotal role in the rise of mobile photography, social media, and content creation. It turned every user into a potential photographer, videographer, and influencer. And it transformed how businesses interact with customers, through mobile apps, websites, and e-commerce. The story of the iPhone is a testament to vision, persistence, and the power of user-centered design. From its inception in 2007 to its current status as a cultural and technological powerhouse, the iPhone has changed the way we communicate, work, and live. And as Apple continues to innovate, one thing is clear: the legacy of the iPhone is far from over.